be able to touch one. Have you seen the cows with curly fur? Pookie! I have! Have you seen the chickens with the apple bottom jeans boots with the fur? There's like these fucking chickens with like feathers on the bottom of their legs so they look like they have disco pants. They're so cute. Pookie, can we have a Pookie, can we have a chicken? No, what? Wait, you have it? Wait, let me find it. Wait. Don't search it. Don't search it. I'll find it. Wait. What is it called? Chicken. Wait. They're so fucking cute. Oh no, they're wimpy. You're gonna love this chicken. This is the little chicks. Let me find the adult. Aha. Is it called a silky? Oh yeah, it is called a silky. Look. There's another one that's like a little bit more cursed. It's like a little bit more cursed looking. Let's see if I can find it. But yeah, these are called silkies apparently. And then you want to see them as a baby? Look at this. That's them as a little chick. That's a baby chicken. Isn't it so cute? They're like the apple bottom jeans. Yes. Me when I see a chicken and I think of you. There's also the one where it's like not as fluffy. So it's like a normal chicken on the top, but like a lot of feathers on the bottom. And I don't know what they're called, but here's a picture. This. Look. So it's a normal chicken on the top, but they have a lot of feathers, specifically on their foot. So when they walk around, it looks like they have like flared jeans on.
Why does it have the same haircut as every Gen Z guy?
Hey, I love ducks and chickens. They're so cute. Pookie, can we have a chicken? Guys, getting my chicken coop now. Yay! Me when I one day wake up and I'm like, Pookie, I'm just so sad. I am so sad. And like, my life has no meaning. And Pookie goes, why? What's wrong? And I'm like, we don't have chickens. And we don't have a chicken coop. Because we don't have chickens. And there are no chicken coops. How could we just not have chickens? Our life is so empty. When Pookie is sad, so I get her a chicken. Yay! We have a chicken! Would Greg play with the chicken safely? I hope so. And you need cows to churn butter? Oh my god, we can have cows! Okay, we can have cows and chickens, and then every morning we can have butter and eggs. And then we can trade them with the neighbors for bread. And then we have bread, butter, and eggs. And then maybe milk. Wow! Thoughts on that? Self-sufficient? Stunks. Yay! And then we can even have a pot. We can have like a little pot. And then, oh my god, Pookie Hami can plant pot. She can plant them. And then she can grow little things. And then we have a vegetable. Perhaps one fruit. Hami's podcast plants. Hey, she's doing such a good job, I think. Yeah, and then we'll have like one fruit, if lucky. Perhaps a berry that day. If that ain't happiness, what is happiness? I always make my own milk every day. Working. Oh, you disgust me. I'll buy the overalls and begin the farmer's arc for the next time I see Pookie. I don't want to wear overalls though. I don't like overalls. I want to wear pants. Ooh, but I do like boots. But I don't like overalls. I don't feel comfortable in overalls because most of the overalls are too fucking long, right? And then one time, chat, I had an overall and it's really hard to pee. Like, if you want to pee, you have to take off the whole damn thing. Or it was like draping all over the place. I'll be the farmer then, I guess. I'll wear pants and I'll wear gloves. I'll wear gloves and pants. And a hat. Like a sun visor hat. And boots. And gloves. Yeah. They got their upsize, but they're not great overall. Hey. Alright, you got that one. That was a little funny. But yeah, you know what? That was a little funny. I'll give it to you for that one. Ugh. Michi and Numi gonna look like that one painting of a farmer and his wife. Yeah. Oh my god, you know what we could do? Oh my god. It's gonna be like the... Honey, there's a cow. It's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows in a cow farm. I wanna do that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna show you. There's like one video that I kept stimming where it's like, honey, there's a cow in our front lawn. It's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows in a cow farm. It's a cow farm. Yeah, it's from back at the barnyard. I'm talking about. I was stimming this for so long and I don't know why. Like, no context was like given. It was this stupid fucking video. And I kept saying like, it's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows in a cow farm. What is this?
Randall, there is a cow outside.
There's a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
No, I mean right.
Jesus! Oh my god! Chat! There's a cow outside. It's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows outside. There's a cow outside! Thank you, Cow Goes Move, for the 50 giftaroonies. Holy giga big! Oh my god, Cow Jeebus! Hi, Cow. Good morning. I hope daylight saving hasn't been whooping your ass too bad. I heard it was daylight savings recently because I have like the world clock, right? And I was like checking time for like, I was like, okay, low-key, it's because Pookie went on vacation and then she didn't respond to me for 1 day. I know, it was sad. It was really fucked up. She was kind of fucked up and mean for that. She didn't respond to me for 1 whole day. And I cried. It's true. I was like in tears, broken in pieces, you know? How could she? It's okay, I get it. She's busy. And I was like, I wonder if she's still asleep. And I checked the time and I'm like, whoa, why is the time so different? Am I crazy? But no, it's daylight savings. Michi and Numi should tour Alveus Sanctuary sometimes. What's Alveus? It's always the ones you trust, man. Shaking my head. I hate daylight savings. You know, recently I had to explain to one of my friends what daylight savings is. Because here, we don't have daylight savings, right? The moment you get a clock, unless it's dead, it stays the same forever. So, we don't have daylight savings. And I was telling my friends, I was like, oh yeah, people are experiencing like daylight savings right now. So, I kind of feel bad for streaming at like the time I usually stream. Because for daylight saving, it's kind of ass. For like different parts of the West, it's gonna be really ass. Usually I would start at like 11 p.m. for some people. Thank you, Dawn of Death. Oh my god, for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Have your fun time on stream. Chat, if you haven't yet, go check them out. Give the Raiders the warmest of chat welcomes. Thank you so much. Hi, Raiders. Yeah, we were talking about daylight savings. We don't have it where I come from. So, I was like... I know one guy was like, yeah, usually I would watch you at like 11 p.m. But because of daylight savings, you start at 1 a.m. for me. And it's actually so fucking giga hard. And I'm like... Oh, yeah, daylight savings, huh? And my friend's like, what the fuck is even that? I was like, yeah, so in the... that's how I describe it. I was like, in the West, sometimes you have to, like, change it half the year. And then you change it again for the other half the year. And your time, like, the time it gives you is kind of like a... It goes like, just kidding. Sometimes you get lucky and then sometimes you don't. And then it's GG. Should be only 1 hour? Someone told me it was like 2. I don't know, man. So then they were like, why would they do that? Like, I don't know. Oh, it's just 1? Then I guess I stream midnight for them. Or maybe, I don't know. I guess midnight for them. They were like, yeah, we had to change it. And I was like, yeah, it makes no sense to me. I don't know why that happens. But it does, but I don't know why. But we don't have it here. Same with winter. We don't have it here. We just have summer and flooding season. Yay! We have... Our seasons goes like really dry, hot days where you just want to giga die. And then it becomes wet. that you have like a month in this period where it's kind of nice. And then after that, it's like raining nonstop. After that, it's flooding season. After flooding season, it's gonna be mosquito season. And that's where like dengue fever starts appearing. Recently, by the way, chat, chicken pox is happening. So for those of you that are like in Indo, be careful of chicken pox. Because it's apparently like the chicken pox fever. Yeah. So like, careful. Remember to always maintain your health. If you already had chicken pox before, you could potentially get it again if you're like unhealthy enough. So do take care of yourself, because it is dengue fever and typhoid fever season. Yeah, dengue fever season, typhoid season, and also chicken pox season. That's nice. After that, we get dry season again. Yay!
I think this is the last time America gonna have daylight, saving the government pass a bill, I think.
Oh, really? And allergy season? Dude, allergy season is so bad. That is true. Thankfully, I don't have the tree cum allergy. I have dust allergy, which makes it a little bit worse. At the current moment, I'm in a nest-like thing that used to block out mosquitoes. Yeah, because the logic is, chat, during the rainy seasons and the flooding seasons, right? There's a lot of pockets of water because our roads are kind of giga shit. So we have a lot of pockets of water in like random pots or like road bumps or just anywhere. And then mosquitoes will start breeding because it's breeding season for them. And then afterwards, you know, the babies hatch. Boom. Mosquitoes and disease everywhere for like a couple of months. I will say this. I was talking to one of my friends too, where it's like, oh yeah, careful for chicken pox. And they're like, oh, you don't have to worry. Because like if you already had chicken pox once, you're not going to get it again. Untrue. I got chicken pox twice in my life. I've had it 2 times. Okay? Both times were really fucking bad. And I remember telling my mom, and I was like, she was like, yeah, you don't have to worry because you've had chicken pox before, right? And I was like, Mom, I've had chicken pox twice. She was like, huh? No? I was like, yeah. Remember this time? She was like, wasn't that just an itch? And I'm like, an itch so bad that it covered my whole body. I had to be sent to the hospital and put in an isolation room. An itch. She was like, I thought that was a rash. And I'm like, girl, I was purple for a week. What the fuck do you mean a rash? And she was like, oh yeah, now I remember you were purple. So think about that. Like I had, so not only at that time, chat, not only did I get chicken pox, I got an infection because I decided to get a tattoo. So basically what happened was at that time I was being a rebellious kid. I, with my really compromised immune system, decided against my better judgment to get a tattoo anyway because I thought it was cool and I wanted to express myself and shit like that. So I got a tattoo. Giga infected. Like I got a really bad infection, but I couldn't tell my mom because my mom literally told me, it's like, even when I'm dead, if you get a tattoo, you are basically like pissing on my grave. Never get a tattoo, kid. And at that time I already had like 2 tattoos. In my defense, when my mom told me that, I already had 2 tattoos. So it's kind of like too late, you know? And also in my defense, ever since then, I never got a tattoo again. So whatever. But I got an infection and I couldn't tell my mother because when I asked her what her thoughts on tattoos were, she said that. So I'm like, I guess I'll die. And then it got worse. And then I got chicken pox. So I got sent to the hospital with an infection and chicken pox. So imagine your whole body is covered in fucking pox, right? And then you have such a high fever that your blood vessels are like bursting. So as I was recovering, I did end up getting better, but I turned purple because my whole body, my face, my neck, and then like my chest and like different parts of my body, the blood vessels bursted. So that's the wound. Like my whole body was like wounded, and that's why I turned purple. So unironically, chat, for a good amount, for like that 1 week, I was like, literally, I went from like yellowish to purple. It was so fucking bad. And I couldn't meet anyone because I was infectious, right? So they put me in the infection room. And then once I finally could meet people, my brother came over to visit. And the first thing he said was like, oh my fucking God, hello Thanos. And that was the first thing he fucking said to me. Like, after I was fighting for dear life. Like, I was stuck in there, isolated for weeks. And I'm fighting for my dear life. Finally, I get to interact with someone that isn't my nurse. And my brother just went like, holy shit, Thanos. Nice to meet you too. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. It's crazy. And that's how my mom remembered that I had chickenpox. Everything else she forgot. But I was like, remember when my brother called me Thanos? And she was like, oh yeah, the chickenpox. Ah, now I remember. So yeah, it is possible to get chickenpox twice. Trust me. Okay, so like make sure your health and immune is strong enough to fight that off. But that is our country, man. It's so good. When I tell you, like whoever the fuck created the Earth, they decided to make Indonesia like Hell Simulator 2.0. I'm not even kidding, bro. Our summers are so hot. It's so dry and hot, and the sun will just blaze right through you. That's why it's very important to use sunscreen, okay? Because you will literally just like, you step outside, boom. Cancer. It's so bad. The sun is a deadly laser, I'm not even kidding. And then, when it's not dry, you get humid, which is even worse. Because now, not only is the sun gonna fucking kill you, you're also in a fucking sauna. So it's either you are like pan-fried, cooked alive, or like broiled alive. And Philippines exist, brother. Indonesia, Philippines, okay? Brother in arms. I remembered, I swear to God, people from the Philippines are so fucking funny. Because like, I remember complaining and they're like, hey, us too. And I'm like,
oh, happy anniversary, Numi!
Sorry, I just forgot to turn my anime mode on.
Oh,
Anyways, you just reminded me that today's the day.
the day? Friday?
Yes! Friday the 20th, the day my 5-year anniversary merch drop goes live.
Aw, shit!
Yes, sir. For a limited time, you can grab a special anniversary cup, a shirt, tech deck, and a skateboard.
Norway.
But wait, there's more. You also have a limited time to grab my favorite piece of merch, the work jacket. God, I love it so much.
Oh my god, I'll take 20.
No.
Why?
But you guys watching can. Grab yours now while they're still available.
Wait,
Yippee!
why can't I get one?
Because you fucking suck.
No, you suck.
You
Girl,
just
If you want to get something in advance with that 20% off using code AQUA or any of your favorite creators' code, you can get some Numi merch. It's a new cup, Numiverse cup. Look at the jacket, it's so cool. And there's a shirt, and then there's a little finger skateboard. Look at the real skate deck. Wow!
Quick word from our sponsor, me, myself, and I. We have a new Gamer Subs flavor out now called Kissy Kissy Passion that tastes just like me. What? A delicious passion fruit mango. So yum yum. Try for yourself today. Thanks!
Guys, are you a Noomba? Or do you like hot ladies, hot demon ladies? First of all, ladies nuts in your mouth. You can use code NUMI. It's code Numi, right? Is it code Numi? It has to be code Numi. Why would it not be code Numi? For 10% off! So you get some pre-order on the V-cards because Numi's is in set 3 as well. You can try and get your hands on some Numi V-cards so that next time you go on a meet and greet, you can ask her to sign them. But also check out Kissy Kissy Passion. It is literally my favorite flavor in Gamer Subs. So, if you like passion fruits, check out Kissy Kissy Passion. For your daily caffeinated drink, and if you don't like caffeine, there's a caffeine-free version too. It's sugar-free. It has daily nutrition in there too, so you should check that out.